Hello driver, so today I'm going to show you how to check 5 top components in your car, especially for the winter time when you lose power or just to avoid to lose power. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is check your battery. Alright, this is very important. Why? Because in the winter time, what usually happens is that when you crank and it's so cold, the temperature like 10 degree, maybe lower than that, you don't stop because the battery was going bad already. It's so bad that because of the temperature it can't crank. So what you gotta do, you could check it just to make sure you have a good battery, or you could get a new one. But just before you get a new one, you could just give it a quick check with a DVOM. So to give your battery a quick check, you want to use a DVOM. It's easy. All you gotta do, you could get one, from Amazon as an affiliate. I'm gonna put the link in the description for you. Could check it out. But you could get one of these. All you have to do is just get the red. You're gonna get this all together. You get the red, put the red to the volt section where you see the red sign, and the black to the COM. Okay. You want to check your battery, put it on the 12 volt. Okay. You're gonna turn on, you're gonna see the sign, you're gonna say battery, depends on the DVM you get. Alright? Make sure you line up the red to the red connection, like that, positive. And the black to the negative. You're gonna just put the from the DVM, and you want to check your battery really quick. Remember, turn off the engine, make sure the engine off. You can remove the key. Okay, and that's what you're gonna see. If you see 12.82, anything over 12, you should be good. If it said 11 point something, your battery is running low. So you have a good battery right now with good cranking in the winter time. Okay, so that's why you check the battery. Sometimes if you see like corrosion around the battery, you could use an iron brush, just like a mini iron brush, just to make sure you're safe. Okay, so that's for me. The battery is one of the most important component in the winter time, just to be safe. All right. Okay, the second one I would check is it would be the radiator. You want to check your coolant. Remember, this got to stay. You don't want it to be hot. You want it to stay cold. So what I would do, engine off, the engine cold. It wasn't hot before. You could open this. If you don't feel comfortable, you could use a gloves or a piece of cloth. Okay. You want to make sure you want to see the water. Once you can see the antifreeze on top, you're good. Okay. You could put your fingers in there like that and make sure you check it. Make sure you're good. All right. Your coolant fill. You could fill up this reservoir to make sure you're good. All right. And sometimes some people just drain the coolant. If you see it a little dark, just drain it and add new coolant to it. So that's another safe thing in the winter time to check. The next thing you want to check is you're definitely gonna need windshield. Sometimes depends on where you at, and you got snow blowing all over your windshield. This is your windshield, your wiper fluid. You want to check that. I would definitely fill this one up. All right, just to be safe. All right. Meanwhile, checking your fluid for your wiper, or your wiper fluid. You need to check your wiper blades. Okay, check your wiper blades. Make sure the rubber part is not like, I would say, is not falling off, because sometimes it usually look like it's good, but in the bottom it would be like falling off. So if you're not sure, all you gotta do, you just lift the wiper blade like this and rub your fingers all the way to the hand, from the top to the hand, or whichever you want to do. Once you don't have any of these like cut, you should be fine. Okay, so this is a good thing to check also. If not, if it's not good, I will just replace it. All right, so the next thing you want to check, most important thing, is your tires. When you're driving, especially in snow weather, you could, when you hold your brakes and you don't have a good grip, especially in the ice, you have a bad tire. So usually in the front, the tire usually go bad because you have 80% more pressure on the tire in the front. So what I usually do when it come into the like the winter time, I usually rotate the tire. So what you want to do, you just want to take the front tire and you want to just put it right to the back, okay? And usually take the back tire and put it to the front. You could do it yourself. If not, you could make your mechanic do it, but it's not a hard job to do. All right, so just make sure you want to rub your fingers. To make sure you have a good tire, you want to rub your fingers over your tire like this. All right, if you have enough meat, put your fingers in between here. Okay, you want to put your finger in between here. All right, make sure you have enough meat. If you don't have enough meat, you just got to change out these to new tires. All right, but usually, as I say, I put the good tire to what I would say, this would be the bad tire in the front most of the time. So I'll put this one to the back, and the one in the back, I'll put it to the front. Usually also, because you're driving, and especially because I just check the tire, so common sense of what I would do, I would just check the fluid. All right, make sure you have enough fluid, because you can have a good your brakes can be good, but what happens that your fluid is low, and because your fluid is low, you don't get a good hydro pressure. You don't get a good grip on the rotor. The rotor stop the tire. All right, so you want everything to balance. All right, so definitely I would have stopped this off to max. Like mine, you see mine's now, this is max. Mine ones need a little more, so I would just stop it off. But usually what happens is that another tricky thing is that sometimes your brakes could be going low, so the fluid going low. So I would check your brakes first. Check the brakes first just to make sure you're good before you check this. That would be a common sense thing to do. Just check the brakes first before you do anything on that. Also, power steering fluid. If you want, you could check your power steering fluid. You could max it. Definitely you could just put it to max. If it's low to min, just put it to max, just to be safe. As I said, this is just fear things showing you drivers just to make sure you guys good, especially in the winter time. But as I said, you don't want to break down, or you don't want to come out one day in the cold weather and start a vehicle and you have a low cranking battery. So I would say definitely check out the DVOM, use the DVOM, check the battery. This is the number one thing I would do first. Then check your coolant. Okay, all right, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.